Beloved soul, have you ever paused in the quiet moments of your life and wondered, why do the same things keep happening to me? Why do certain people, situations, or struggles seem to return like waves upon the shore, no matter how far you try to run from them? Perhaps you have noticed patterns in your relationships, your health, your finances, or your inner emotional life. The faces may change, the circumstances may wear different forms, but the essence of the experience repeats itself. You feel as if you are walking forward, yet find yourself back at the same place, in the same situation, with the same ache in your heart. This is not coincidence, my dear one. It is a profound law at work, the law of karma. Today, I invite you to walk with me for a while on the path of ancient wisdom, to understand why this happens, and how you can free yourself from these invisible loops. These are what the sages called karmic patterns or karmic loops. They are not meant to punish you, nor to cause endless suffering. Rather, they are divine love's way of guiding your soul toward perfection. Each recurring event in your life holds a sacred message, a lesson your soul has yet to fully learn. When you truly grasp this wisdom, your life will no longer seem like a random series of events, but a perfect, intelligent unfolding of your spiritual evolution. Stay with me, for what I will share today is not mere philosophy, it is a practical, living truth. And it holds the power to break the invisible chains that bind you, and lead you into a life of freedom, joy, and divine union. Let us begin, dear one, by understanding the very nature of karma. Karma is not a superstition, nor is it a belief confined to ancient texts. It is the most intimate, ever-present law of life itself, the law of cause and effect. Whatever thought you think, whatever word you speak, and every action you perform, whether seen by others or known only to your heart, sets into motion a vibration in the universe. And according to the natural law of harmony, that vibration must return to its source. This is karma. Your thoughts and deeds are like seeds sown in the fertile soil of time. Some seeds sprout quickly, while others take months, years, or even lifetimes to bear fruit. No action is ever lost. It may be forgotten by your mind, but it remains written in the invisible pages of the cosmic ledger. This is why you may experience sudden joys or sorrows seemingly without cause in this life, for their roots lie deep in the unseen past. Karma does not act in a straight, immediate line. Its nature is cyclical. Like a wheel turning upon itself, the energies you create return in cycles. This is why certain events, experiences, or tendencies appear repeatedly in your life. You are the maker of these patterns, consciously or unconsciously. And know this, karma is not a punishment, nor a cruel destiny. It is simply the law of balance, returning to you the energies you have set into motion, so you may learn, grow, and finally transcend the limitations of your own making. When understood, karma becomes your greatest teacher, revealing to you the hidden causes behind your life's circumstances, and offering you the power to change them through wisdom and right action. Now that you understand the nature of karma, let us go deeper, dear one, and see how these karmic loops, the repeating cycles in your life, are formed. A karmic loop is created not only by what happens to you, but more importantly, by how you react to what happens. Every time you experience a situation and respond in a habitual, unconscious way, you reinforce that vibration within your consciousness. That mental and emotional energy begins to settle within your subtle being, like a groove on a spinning record, causing the same notes of experience to play over and over again. Imagine, dear soul, a person who faces betrayal by a friend. If each time they respond with anger, bitterness, or the desire for revenge, the soul holds on to that heavy vibration. That energy then attracts, through the magnetic pull of karma, similar circumstances in the future. The faces may change, but the betrayal returns. And again, if the reaction is the same, the loop is reinforced. This is how patterns become deeply rooted in your consciousness over many lifetimes. Most human beings live in such a state of unawareness that they are driven by these old, hidden energies without ever questioning them. They think life is unfair or unkind, not realizing that it is their own past reactions that have set the wheel in motion. And as long as the soul continues to react in the same way, the loop continues. But remember, beloved, life is not punishing you. It is giving you chance after chance to respond differently, to choose love over hatred, patience over anger, faith over fear. Each time you choose rightly, the karmic chain weakens, and the wheel slows, bringing you closer to freedom. You may now wonder, dear one, why do these same events return to us again and again? Is life a cruel game, endlessly repeating our sorrows? I tell you, no, life is neither cruel nor accidental. It is a perfectly balanced, loving intelligence at work, governed by the great law of karma and guided by the wisdom of the divine. Every recurring event in your life comes not to hurt you, but to awaken you. You see, each soul is born with lessons to learn, qualities to develop, and attachments to release. The events you experience repeatedly are signals from the universe, gentle reminders that a certain aspect of your nature still remains incomplete or unmastered. For example, if a person lacks forgiveness, life will bring individuals and situations that test their heart. Again and again, opportunities will arise where they must choose between resentment and compassion. And until they learn to forgive, those experiences shall continue. If one harbors pride, life humbles them repeatedly, not to break them, but to teach the beauty of humility. If one is restless and impatient, circumstances will come that demand waiting, silence, and surrender. In this way, life, guided by divine wisdom, carefully places before you the exact experiences your soul requires for its evolution. This is why, dear heart, the same patterns return, not to trap you, but to free you. The universe is a perfect teacher, never tiring in its effort to awaken you to your higher nature. And the moment you meet a recurring event with a new, higher response, with understanding, patience, or love, the karmic bond weakens. The situation may dissolve or transform, for you have risen above its necessity. This is the mercy behind life's seeming repetitions. Beloved one, to truly understand the patterns in your life, you must look beyond this present body and this brief span of years. You are not merely the person you see in the mirror today. You are an immortal soul that has worn many bodies, spoken many languages, and lived countless lives before this one. And from those forgotten lives, you carry with you invisible imprints, impressions of past actions, desires, and unfinished lessons. This is why, at times, you may encounter situations or people that feel strangely familiar, even though you have never met them before in this life. Many of the karmic loops you experience now have their roots in those past births. You may have made promises left unfulfilled, harbored resentments, or formed attachments that still bind your soul. These unresolved energies, dear one, travel with you like silent companions, influencing your tendencies, fears, attractions, and even the kinds of people you magnetically draw into your life. If you have a natural talent or an instinctive dislike, it is not random. These are the results of experiences and habits formed long ago. A poet's gift did not appear overnight, nor did a coward's fear. Both are the fruit of countless past thoughts and actions. And the karmic patterns return in this life because your soul called for them, not as punishment, but as a sacred opportunity to finish what was left incomplete, to heal what was wounded, and to grow where you once fell. This is the great mercy of the divine plan. Life brings back to you only those lessons that you yourself once set in motion, giving your soul chance after chance to learn, purify, and at last, transcend the wheel of birth and death. Now, dear soul, you may be asking in your heart, must I remain trapped in these endless cycles forever? Is there no way to be free? I tell you with deepest assurance, there is a way. Though karma is a mighty law, it is not greater than the power within you. You are a child of the infinite, and no bondage, however old, can imprison the soul that seeks God's light with sincerity. The first step is awareness. Begin by recognizing the recurring patterns in your life. Observe them not with bitterness or self-pity, but with calm, clear understanding. Know that these are lessons, not punishments. When you name your patterns, you reclaim power over them. The second step is to practice right reaction. When a familiar trial returns, resist the urge to respond with old habits of anger, fear, or blame. Instead, choose peace, patience, or forgiveness. This simple act weakens the karmic loop immediately. The third, and most powerful, is meditation. Daily communion with the divine quiets the restless mind and burns the seeds of karma before they can sprout. In deep meditation, you touch the changeless self beyond all karmic ties. The sacred technique of Kriya Yoga, which I was blessed to bring to the West, accelerates this process, dissolving karma at its very roots. Fourth, practice forgiveness, not just toward others, but toward yourself. Every grudge is a rope that ties you to the past. Let them go. And lastly, offer all your actions and their fruits to God. When you act without attachment to results, you cease creating new binding karma. Slowly, the old chains fall away, and the soul rises in freedom. This, dear one, is how you break the loops and reclaim your divine birthright. Beloved one, understand this well, your soul was never meant to remain trapped in these cycles of karma forever. Though you have walked through many lives, bound by the chains of your own desires, fears, and reactions, you are, in truth, a radiant child of the infinite. These karmic loops, no matter how heavy or ancient, are not your eternal reality. They are but temporary clouds covering the light of your true self. The final goal of every soul is to transcend karma, to go beyond the law of cause and effect, and merge into the boundless freedom of spirit. This is not merely a distant hope, it is your soul's deepest longing and your divine birthright. When a soul begins to sincerely seek not escape from suffering, but union with God, the cosmic law itself softens. Divine grace begins to operate. Karma, though just, can be erased in the blazing light of sincere love and wisdom. As you rise in awareness and live in tune with higher truths, you will notice the old karmic patterns begin to loosen. Life may still bring you challenges, but they no longer bind or disturb you as before. You become the calm witness of life's drama, untouched by its changing scenes. In this awakened state, even suffering appears sweet, for you see it as a play in which you are both actor and audience. And ultimately, dear one, when your soul is fully purified through wisdom, right action, and divine love, you transcend the wheel of birth and death. No longer compelled by karma, you become free, one with the eternal, dwelling in everlasting joy and peace. This is the final destiny of every soul, and it awaits you. Beloved soul, as we come to the close of this sacred reflection, I want you to remember one eternal truth: no karmic pattern, however old, however deeply rooted in the soil of past lives, is greater than the divine light that resides within you. You are not a helpless victim of fate, tossed upon the restless waves of life. You are the eternal, immortal child of the infinite spirit, carrying within you the power to overcome every limitation, every sorrow, and every chain of the past. The loops you face, the patterns that seem to repeat endlessly, are not curses but sacred invitations. Each recurring event is life's way of gently guiding you back to yourself, to your wisdom, your strength, and your union with God. The moment you begin to meet these trials with awareness, with calmness, and with love, you loosen their hold. And as you turn inward in meditation, as you seek the divine not only in temples but in the silent sanctuary of your own heart, the old seeds of karma begin to wither, and new seeds of freedom, joy, and peace take root. I encourage you, dear one, to look at your life today. Observe the patterns that keep returning. What lesson is life trying to teach you? Is it forgiveness? Patience? Humility? Courage? Recognize it, and lovingly begin to change your response. Know that with every effort you make, however small, the divine walks beside you, ready to lift you beyond the wheel of karma. If this message touched your heart, if it awakened a new understanding within you, I invite you to share this light with others. Someone you know may be quietly struggling with the same question: why does this keep happening to me? Send them this wisdom, and be a channel for the light. And before you leave, dear soul, I would love for you to write in the comments: I choose to break my karmic loops and walk the path of freedom. Let us affirm it together, and bless each other's journey. If you haven't already, subscribe for more sacred teachings like this, so we may walk hand in hand on this path of soul awakening. Until we meet again, my blessings are always with you. Jai Guru Dev. Aum Shanti. Peace unto you.